Hello everyone, we are Team Quattro Minds from the Vocational School of IPB University. Today we will present an analytical case study titled Indonesian Strategy to Face US Export Tariffs Focused on Downstream Nickel Industry. Before that, let us introduce our team. My name is Gabriela Idinya. As a team leader,
My name Mikdad Hafiz Rabbani.
My name is Muhammad Dwi Kirisa.
And my name is Dias Eliasa.
so let us begin our presentation.
First, go into the background of Trump tariff policy. The high tariff policy implemented by the US President Donald Trump represents a form of economic unilateralism in which decisions are made unilaterally without regard for the multilateral trade agreements that have been upheld under the framework of World Trade Organization, and then the additional tariffs that have been raised by 32% on range of import products, including those from Indonesia, have big potential to trigger a trader war, slow down global trade, and heighten uncertainty in the international economy. One construct step that Indonesia can take to address this phenomenon is by developing its domestic industrial sector through the downstream processing of natural resources. As an implementation, instead of exporting raw nickel, Indonesia can process it into high value added products such as electric vehicle batteries. And then
And then to respond this main issue, to respond this controversy policy, Indonesia has banned raw nickel export since 2020, and instead, Indonesia has promoted downstream processing to produce electric vehicle battery cells, becoming the first manufacturer in Southeast Asia using LG's latest technology. The policy also creates direct employment opportunities for young Indonesian workers, positioning them as the first generation of professionals in Southeast Asia and supporting local economic development. However, this tariff increase could trigger a decline in global demand for nickel, while reducing the competitiveness of Indonesia's processed nickel products in international markets. Such conditions may lead to the disruptions in global supply chains, investment delays, and increased pressure on the Indonesian rupiah exchange rate. Indonesia sees this as an opportunity to optimize its nickel potential as a key raw material for electric vehicle batteries. More competitive nickel prices can boost the production and adoption of nickel-based batteries in electric cars. Next.
Situation analysis, vulnerabilities and pressures. Despite the progress that has been explained before, there are significant challenges. Those are is first market dependency. Despite market diversification efforts, the US remains an important market for certain nickel downstream products. Two is investment risk. Tariff uncertainties may discourage foreign direct investment or FDI in Indonesia's nickel downstream sector. The third is supply chain complexity. Establishing a robust nickel downstream supply chain requires significant time and substantial capital investment. And for the fourth is impact on SDGs number 17. U.S. protectionist policies hinder Indonesia's effort to build fair, sustainable partnership for responsible industrial development, thereby affecting the achievement of Sustainable Development Goals or SDGs number 17.
Next, alternative solutions. First, market diversification and product competitiveness and engagement for nickel. Second, proactive trade diplomacy and public advocacy. And third, strengthening the domestic nickel industry ecosystem. And fourth, promoting multilateralism and regional partnership. Next.
Okay. Our implementation includes forming a task force, giving tax incentives, easing licensing, and developing HR through training. We also support process nickel promotion, clean technology investment, and stronger international partnership.
All right, here we go to projected impact. First, social aspect. In the short term, the risk of layoff may increase. But in the long term, thousands of new jobs can be created, especially in mining and processing. Workforce skills will improve and community welfare will rise, especially in nickel producing areas. Next.
Next is projected impact and environmental aspects. For direct impact, as the increase in nickel mining and processing activities has the potential to generate waste and emissions that may harm the environment. But we have key mitigation measures. First is implement strict environmental standards and adopt clean technologies. Second is develop renewable energy sources for nickel industry operation. And the third is ensure effective waste management and post-mining land reclamation. And for the positive contribution is nickel downstreaming supports the global energy transition towards electric vehicles, thereby indirectly contributing to reducing carbon emissions.
And then project impact by economic aspect. The first, initial negative. First, risk of dependency on new export markets. And second, threat of global commodity price volatility. Third, high initial investment costs with potentially long payback periods. And last, resistance from international trading partners. And long-term positive. In the first, increasing national economic value added, and second, reducing dependency on raw commodity export, and third, attracting foreign direct investment, and fourth, creating new employment opportunities, and the last, strengthen the rupiah exchange rate in international trade. And next.
Okay, the last is the conclusion. President Trump's unilateral tariff policy poses a tangible threat of Indonesia's economy, particularly to labor-intensive export sectors, domestic economy stability, and global trade partnerships. This policy risks undermining the multilateral trade system maintained through the WTO or World Trade Organization and regional cooperation frameworks. Without proper anticipations, the impacts could include a decline in export performance, currency depreciations, increased layoffs, and disruption to the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, particularly SDG 17 on Partnership for Sustainable Development. So I think that's all about our presentations. Thank you very much for your attention. We are Team Quattro Minds from IPB University. Pamit undur diri.